Okay, so I had forgotten I was told that she has a problem with the plastic bag. Not sure how it was used in terms of how they learned, how her owner learned that she had a problem with the plastic bag. I'm assuming it was used as some kind of tool, either as a driving tool or as a desensitization project. Not really sure, so I'm going to go ahead. I had totally forgotten. I'm going to go ahead and help her with that today if it really is an issue anymore. And then go ahead and do maybe a little canter on line again. Make sure we have that established. I don't think we're going to be staying in the round pen much longer. I think she's kind of ready to venture out already. But I do want to get all my gates established before we do that. But I do have a feeling that if we spend too much time in the round pen, this busy horse is going to stop being cooperative. So, see if we can get her to come here. 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 She thought about it. Here. So next time she turns away, she's going to get a little energy thrown at her. Here. 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 She needs to know that turning away and leaving was the wrong answer, and the best way to help them with the wrong answer is to make the wrong answer uncomfortable. That was a little uncomfortable, right? You didn't like being shushed. Okay. So I'm not going to go ahead and trap her into the experience of the plastic bag. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do something over here with it and see how badly she struggles with that. Some farm equipment moving, which unfortunately actually has her attention, which means that I may not have her attention. Now, my body language isn't telling her anything. This will be a driving tool eventually, but my body language isn't telling her I want her to go anywhere or do anything. And I'm keeping it kind of in front of me, away from her. I'm going to make her walk with me, watching this. Probably going to scare the horses in the barn pretty bad. See if she wants to look at it while we're walking. Bumps against the line. Take it away. She offered to look at it. See if she wants to look at it again. Take it away. See if she wants to look at it again. Take it away. So she left. It wasn't meant to have her leave. Ask her to stop. Okay. See if she wants to look at it. Take it away. See if I can touch her with it. Take it away. See if I can touch her with it. So there's your first sign that you've hit an emotional part to what she's learning. When she's emotional, most horses, she's not an exception to that rule. Most horses, when they're emotional, they relieve themselves. Kind of a joke of if they've got to run, they just lighten their load. But we're going to go ahead and get that cleaned up. Meanwhile, she's checking out this bag all by herself. I'm not making her and not giving her any energy towards needing to pay attention to it. She chose to look at it all by herself. Okay. So we're able to touch her neck. Let's see if we can touch her other side. We touch this other side. That's the side she's more protective of. Good girl. Good girl. So it's rubbing against, I don't know if you can hear, it's rubbing against the snap at the same time. So I'm going to try to get a little bit more on this side of her so I can make it a little less driving. Not trying to be sneaky about it, not trying to keep the thing from making any noise. Can I go over her back into the other eye? Okay, so I went in the other eye. That worried her for a second. See if we can get it in the other eye again and have it not worry her. Not trying to control whether she moves her feet or not. I want to give her the freedom to do so. Don't you see it out of the other eye? Good girl. I don't know if you can hear her breathing. She's got some worry to her breathing, but she's handling this. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing to this. There's nothing to this. Yeah. Good girl. See if she can come with us. Change your mind. Shh. Shh. Here. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. So I have concluded that these bumps on her neck do cause her discomfort. So I'd be careful not to do too much scratching on them. Okay, I'm going to put her on the longer line today. Go ahead and establish that canter cue more solidly. Tell her not to assume. Give her sense of direction. Ask her to trot. So that's worry. That toss of the head thing, that's worry. Out. See if I can get her to canter. Single kiss is just to encourage her to keep going. Good. Ask her to trot. Trot. Good. Good. She tossed her own head up in the air. That's her own fault. She got a little cross-firing, but she fixed herself. Good girl. Cross-firing again. Good. I like that it's a very sensitive. You can ask her to trot. 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 Good girl. Woo. Obstacle in the middle. Good girl. You did right. You did right. You always come back when you get confused. Yeah. So clearly this obstacle in the middle is an obstacle. I was hoping it wouldn't be. Yeah, you're a good girl. You're okay. Okay. Go ahead and ask her to go out. Out. Good girl. Ask her to canter. Good. Get crossfire and see if she fixes herself. She did. Good. Trot. 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 Good girl. See if I can get her to change directions and maintain the trot. See if I can get her to canter. Good girl. Good girl. Single kiss just means keep going. Don't think about stopping. Cross-firing. Good. Good. Trot. Trot. Good. Now, can we get her to walk? Walk. Yep, yep. So the tossing of her head's all on her. She's doing that all to herself, and she changed directions without being asked. Walk. Good. And these are just questions, so I'm not upset with her with this. Nope, that's an assumption. I gave her the answer to the question. She just has to respond now. Good. Nope, nope. So that, again, is an assumption with kind of a deliberate reactive behavior. Good. No, walk. 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 But no, 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 no. Listen to me. Now, walk. Good. Yep. You're right. What's your hang up here? Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm going to ask her to stop. Good. Wanted because it was my idea? Yes, my idea. Yes, my idea. Stand. Not allowed to leave. Not allowed to leave. That's not an option. That's not how the game works. No? Good girl. Good girl. Verbal correction's all I need, then that's what I'll use. Stand, stand, stand. Now. Stand. Now, stand. I'm going to be a little more deliberate about making her stand because she does know that cue. Stand. Stand. Good girl. Yes, good girl. That's a good girl. Stand. Stand. So we're reacting today. Stand. I'm not actually tugging on her at all, so she shouldn't be that freaked out right now. Good girl. Stand. Stand. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, that's a good girl. Good. Well, it means nothing. Good girl. Come on. So I'm just going to have her walk with that for a second. Ooh, we got a nasty face. So we're going to react to that. We don't do nasty faces. Okay? So we don't do nasty faces. Nasty faces are not allowed. Nasty faces are not allowed. Okay, so try that again. Good girl. Go that way. Again, you got a nasty face. Not allowed. Hey. Walk. 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 Woo! She's really upset today. Walk. Hey. 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 Walk. Walk. Hey. Hey. So you're getting mad because you're not listening. Walk. Good. Walk. Walk. So I'm getting a little more deliberate with her because she's not only making assumptions, but she's doing it rudely. Good. 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 Walk. Good girl. There you go. Go. Keep going though. Good. So, again, I'm going to get after her for the nasty face. Not doing the ears being pinned. That's not going to be part of this routine. So I'm going to get after her for those ugly faces. Go ahead, I know. Good girl. No. Walk. Walk. So we're just trying to sort out this nasty thing that happens right here. Right there. So I'm going to try to get ahead of it this time. Good girl. So I'm going to talk to her right about here and say, first of all, I'm not going to ask you to trot, so let's get that out of your head. Second of all, she's just overreacting. I'm not doing anything that should get that much of a reaction. That snap is not hitting her in such a way that she should flip her head the way she is. There we go. One up, one back. That's fine. There we go. Up, two back, but I'm going to go ahead and stop her. Good. Good. You're okay. You're okay. Oh, she decided that wasn't fun. That's as tight as I'll probably go, baby. Yeah, you decided that wasn't so nice, didn't you? Yeah, I'm just messing. I'm not even tightening it, so I'm not doing anything that should affect her to have any kind of reaction. Okay, so that's a little snugger than it was. You're fine. You're fine. So she's feeling a little snotty today. Once the saddle was on, I should say. She wasn't being too bad before. So I want to establish the canter with the saddle on. So again, those ears, all that face. So, woo! Look at that. Just crossfire and see if she fixes herself. There you go. Trot. Trot. And I'm going to ask her to trot through there because she gets faster through there. Not asking for that? Good girl. Good girl. Good. Good. Okay. So I'm going to bring her in right where she normally wants to get nasty. Good. Good. Getting a little dizzy. Just getting a little dizzy watching you. Yeah. Great. Nope. Nope. Pay attention to me. Good. So see if by a hand cue, but I don't want to do a hand cue, never mind. Just helping her through there where she was thinking about stalling. Good girl. Now I'll let her trot. Good. Good. All right. Big arena with grass in it. I haven't finished doing it yet, but I have a feeling we're going to need to be able to see whatever this noise is that we're going to be hearing. I know. So, I don't think on a riding level she's ready for that. Unexpected thing to pop around the corner or scary noises that she can't identify. Good girl. But good girl. So I don't know if you can see on the camera what happened. The rope, when I turned her around, the rope got hung up on the stirrup. First, she followed the feel of her nose. She also realized it was hung up on the stirrup. And because we did some stirrup work, meaning we made some noise with the stirrups to make sure that if a stirrup ever got hung up on something, usually think of like on a trail or, running too close to a fence and you hear the stirrup hit the fence line, that she'd be prepared for that and not have the day that happens be the first time. So something just happened where the rope got caught on one of the stirrups and she was able to kind of work her way through that without too much grief, so pretty happy with that. Wanted to take her out in the big arena later today because I do think she's going to be over this whole round pen experience pretty quickly, and then we're going to start forming an opinion about the round pen and whether or not she enjoys coming in here or whatever. So I'm going to try to move along her education into a bigger arena as quickly as I can to keep her engaged mentally, keep her growing mentally and emotionally, because she's a busy and emotional horse, so she's mentally busy. Ooh, how'd that sound? Do that again. That's pretty cool noise, huh? That's pretty cool noise. So, I can go ahead and give her stuff to do with her feet and her mind a little bit. Try to make this a little more interesting. Maybe prove to her and to me that she's got good steering. Maybe do a little serpentine down here, down this line. Maybe even challenge her with how closely I'm going to put these cones and see how good she is at the serpentine. Put them up here by the barn where there's often noises from the other horses that she would have to process. Jack-in-the-Box experience. So I'm going to show her first what I want her to maybe be able to do with these cones. I'm gonna go ahead and do a drive and draw lesson here. Drive her through, draw her back, drive her through, draw her back, ask her to step over these poles, let her hear the sand hit these poles as she approaches them. Good. Unfortunately, she is actually making the sand hit them, so that works out good. Good. She's very good about where her feet are. She's very well aware of where her feet are. I like that. Sometimes these young, busy horses forget where their feet are, but she's proven multiple times now that she's very aware of her foot placement. So again, this mounting block exercise is its own thing, so that we never ruin that. Huffing and puffing still a little bit. Ooh, dusty. Now that shouldn't be worrisome. We're gonna have a Jack-in-the-Box experience. I feel it coming. Sure hope we handle it. I'm not sure why she ended up on that side of me, so I'm gonna. Now, I don't know if you've been watching, but one of the things that I point out is that when she gets emotional and starts to kind of think naughty, she gets this probably about 12 to 14 inch space here to about here in her neck. She'll get this really pretty arch in it. It's very pretty, but it's not meant with good intentions. So what I do is I obviously pay very close attention to it, but also what I do when I get on her is I kind of drive my palm of my hand into the middle of that. And it's actually turned into kind of a driving energy, so it's actually turned into my go. But what I'm doing is trying to smooth that arc out of her neck, kind of keeping her mentally attached to, that's not okay, we're not going to be, knock that thought out of your head. So that's kind of why I do that. And then, like I said, it's kind of turned into a driving energy. So I'm using it to my advantage to ask her to go instead of kicking her or anything yet. I mean, kicking yet. I don't mean that. I'm not going to be kicking her. Step away. So like right now, I need her to step away. I'm going to give her a little information here. Step away. Step away. Step away. 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 Step away. So I'm going to help her with that meant. So she's licking and chewing, so I'm going to help her again with what step away would mean. Step away. Oh, I forgot. Those bumps probably don't feel good. Step away. Good. So now I have that. So anytime something's broken, girl, you stop and you fix it. You don't just deal with the broken part, because the broken part could be your brakes, The broken part could be your steering. So, I don't know. like to make sure that, you know, with a car analogy, that all the parts work before I get going 75 miles an hour down the highway. Yes, high speed. So, I like to make sure all the parts work for everything you want to use them for. Step away is a good one for when you're going to start doing the leg yields and stuff. She understands it the way I just reminded her, but she didn't understand it how I was applying it. So, broke it back down for her, said this is what it means, and she says, okay, then we move on. So I'm going to kind of prevent her from, let's become a pattern. Step up. Good. So step up is not a go. So I'm going to ask her to see so I need her to step away. See if I fixed it when I got down on the ground. Step away. Good. Now step over. Good. There. That's where we want to be. I wish I knew where the jack-in-the-box was, huh? Because you keep telling me it's here. It's going to jump out at us any minute now. Oh, yes. Yes, it's going to jump out at us. I'm going to get scared. I'm sure she remembers all this. Good. Didn't like it much, but she remembers it. So, step away, we just did this, step away, good girl, step up, step away, yep, step away, yep, good girl, You are determined to tell me that we're about to get spooked, aren't you? Yeah, you are determined to tell me that there is a spook about to happen. Step up. So step up again is just that one step, good. It's not a go, one step at a time. Good girl, good girl. So I wouldn't normally let her just walk off, but I'm gonna let her just walk off this time. Good. Okay, good girl. So like I said, I'm going to get her busy right away with these cones. Be like, oh yeah, remember we steer, remember we did this ground driving. Yep, we did it this way too. Oh, so we're having a little trouble with this tight turns. Good, good. And turns, they're not, you're okay, come on. Nope, so that's that naughty look. That's that naughty look. Okay, you're okay. Pull, good girl. Good girl. Another pull, good girl. Lots of cars coming, slow traffic, good girl. Good girl. Just kind of working on this neck here. Kind of telling her, hey, by the way, remember me? This is the direction she's most comfortable going in. Good girl. We got something going on behind us. It's a tractor. I believe it's coming to the stop sign, so she's hearing that along with the long string of traffic that followed it to the stop sign there. Good girl. So we're going to go back up to these cones and see if we can't reestablish this turning. See if it's going to be a little softer. So she's misunderstanding it. So see if we can, there we go. There. So it's just, she's just not ready for it to be so tight. Help her. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. Yeah. Try to keep her on some path here. When we get up to those cones, we'll see if we can't get her to understand that we are actually working on asking her to do some kind of steering thing, because she does get convinced that this is a stop. Nope, stop. Good. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. So, can we go up the middle? Good, she turned without me doing too much steering. She actually turned by my thought. Ask her to keep going straight. Good. Ask her to turn back between the blue and the white cone. Good. Ask her to turn between the white and the green cone. Yep, yep. Good, that's okay. Okay, this is her harder direction. So we're going to go ahead and keep her mind busy with these poles and stuff in this direction. Good. Every once in a while she gets this thought to trot, and I may or may not take it. I'm not sure. She does know her trot cue now, so I'm not sure that I really would have to take it just because it was offered. I might wait until I ask her for it. Work on the steering again. Yep. Can we go between the two blue ones without her thinking we're stopping? Between the blue and the white one. So we've got good steering to the right. We don't to the left because that's also my stop. I'm trying to like make it a little different than a disengagement kind of steering, but can I change directions? Go to that other pole. Good girl. I'm up here still. Yeah, I'm with you. Like I said, I think she's going to be over this arena way faster than most horses get over the round pen. Good girl. So after I go over this pole, I'm going to ask her to trot. Hey, no. Not okay. Good girl, you're okay. You're okay. Good girl, you're okay. So she's decided, nope, no, not okay. Good. Good girl, you're fine. Good girl. Good girl, you're okay. Good girl, you're okay. You're okay. So we lost our steering completely, which is okay. She's kind of wanting to have some naughtier thoughts. Good girl. You're okay. So she's gotten her own pattern there of throwing her head up. You're okay. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. Thinking about being naughty right here. Good girl. Good girl. You're right. So we lost our steering a little bit. That's okay. Good girl. Let's see if we can go back. Good girl. Good. I like that she followed my instructions to pick the trot back up. Good girl. You hear that? I heard that. Woo! Good. A little delayed reaction in the steering. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. You're good. You're good. I'm happy with you. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Like I said, she's going to get bored out here fast. Good. Good girl. Yeah. Go that way. Good. Good. Good girl. Good girl. I'm going to go one lap this way at a walk and make sure that she hasn't decided anything scary about being out here. Good. Because this is her harder direction, and The horses are right on the other side of these windows. So make sure that nobody blows dust out of their nose in the wrong time. So as you can see, we've got a little bit of a, she's got to get her body a little more involved in this with me. Ask her to trot. Good girl. Good girl, you're okay. So she's a little more worried in this direction. Good girl, you're okay. So I'm just going to kind of let her sort it out. Good girl. Yeah, a little more worry in this direction. So I got a big bow here. Yeah. So I'm going to ask her to trot. Good girl. Good girl. I'm going to let her go ahead and do a small circle. Good girl. Good girl. This hard part. Good girl. So now my goal is to get past the gate area. So ask her in advance. Yeah. There it is. Free up her feet a little bit. Good girl. Ask her in advance. Good. Good girl. Help her. Good girl. Change direction. Ooh! Don't bite my foot, dummy. I kind of sat to hoe and said change direction, so she responded to what my body did. Good girl. Yeah. Let her move out a little bit. Let's get some naughty thoughts. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Now I'm going to ask her to hoe. Because I want her to hoe because I asked her to. Not because it was her idea. Not because it was her idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these poles back out of here. They're kind of creating a mental obstacle for me. So if I were to suddenly start to ask her to canter because I felt her offering it, I don't want to have a pole be the reason we trip or something, so I was having a little mental block about the poles. In fact, I'm going to pick up those cones as well. So I try to do things with kind of that unknowing attitude like little kids do, you know, like, oh, I didn't know dragging a pole next to you would scare you. To kind of help her through the process of being desensitized just to regular, everyday, you really shouldn't be afraid of this because I just don't think you should sort of stuff. You know, like I often drag, when we're done with our lessons, I'll drag her hose, with her ahead of us. And the hose will be dragging at one point beside her and then behind her. What? Oh. Thank God we weren't. Good girl. There he is. There's the jack in the box we were waiting for. Yeah, you see him? It's okay. Come here. There he is. So what are your noise intentions? Because she's being spooky.